Alrighty, here we go. I'm John Retton with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 32 Night 16 event. A block of B, block of C, block of she wants the D. Boy, does she ever. Block of action. Let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. We're nearing the end of this over month-long climax where we're going to climax so goddamn hard, we're going to have to go to sleep for about a goddamn week. Many New Japan fans will go to sleep for a couple weeks until the September tour starts. Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting tournament. There have been some questionable decisions as far as point leaders and people that have any points in this tournament. But nevertheless, you have to have some surprises, for good, bad, or indifferent. So Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton are on commentary for the first half, and then David Finlay joins for the second half. So it's Juice Robinson, Bad Luck Fale, Chase Owens, and El Phantasmo against Tanahashi, Tama Tonga, Finlay, and Gato. Gee, I wonder who the fuck's taking the pin here. Oh, it's Gato. Of course it's Gato. I mean, the knee of Chase gets the victory, and there you go. There's not going to be a lot to talk about as far as the undercard matches, and honestly, of all the G1 Climax shows that have occurred in this on this tour, that is, this was definitely one of them. So Jonah and Bad Dude Tito took on Filthy Tom Lawler and Royce Isaacs. Basically, this is a way to just keep things going for the New Japan Strong brand because these teams have faced off a few times on this tour. It wasn't bad. Jonah coming in the back door. Good old Gorilla Monsoon line. Will you be serious? And then the Black Forest Bomb, 1, 2, 3. Royce Isaacs gets pinned. Jonah has had a hell of a G1. That tremendous victory over Kazuchika Okada is going to be ringing in my head for the rest of the year. Naito, Sonata, and Bushi took on Lance Archer, Zack Sabre Jr., and Taka Michinoku. It was also the usual, but it was fine, and of course Taka took the fall. Of course he was going to. He tapped out the Skull End. Then Okada, Goto, and Tomohiro Ishii took on Evil, Sho, and Dick. No Yujiro, he's in a match later. Oh boy. So, yay, more House of Torture bullshit, and Dick falls to the Brainbuster. Tomohiro Ishii, vertical drop, Dick busts, well, Dick, and there you go. That's pretty much it right there. And then we get to Aaron Henare taking on Kenta and C block of action. So Henare's had some really good performances in this particular G1, his first G1, and he didn't win here, but he's got to be back in next year's tournament. He really has to be. That big victory over Hiroshi Tanahashi to start off, and other good performances. Even though he didn't win, that victory over Tanahashi alone nets him a spot in next year's G1. It was hard hitting. There were strikes aplenty. Boy, were there ever! There were some hard strikes. At one point, Henare decides I'm going to kick Kenta, and then kicks the post on accident. So he ends up getting his leg targeted. We get a ref bump, because of course we do. And then we get a volley repeated strokes to the head. And we do get some good action from Henare, but he was hampered by the fact that he had kicked the post earlier. So any firing back was hampered by that injury. And then game over, and that's it. So Kenta ends up at 6 points, Henare at 2. So I believe that's it for them. A lot of people are wrapping up their G1. Their G1's a little bit early, and Kenta has no chance, basically, to win C block. Oh, well. So Jeff Cobb took on Yano in A block of action. Cobb was knocking Yano's merch and all that and everything, had some deodorizing spray, which is rather hilarious. Yano, his theme plays No Yano, and then he sneaks up. He uses the spray to get Cobb in the eyes after trying to roll him up before. He tries to roll him up, that doesn't work. He wraps him in the apron and puts his hands in his tights as well, or in his singlet, and a young boy manages to help him. I don't remember if it was Fujita or Nakashima, but he helps him out, and then Cobb ends up basically putting the shirt over Yano's head, and then hits toward the islands, 1, 2, 3. Yano at 2, Cobb at 6. And then Shingo took on Yujiro in D block of action. She wants the D block of action. Okay, this should have gone no more than 5 minutes. I don't care that Yujiro has got 6 points. I don't know why Yujiro has 6 points. It's not that he's a bad wrestler. He's just not interesting. And this was way, way too long. Sho got involved because more House of Torture bullshit. Eventually, Shingo does just throw a chair while the referee's down. He hits Yujiro with a chair, throws a chair at Sho, and then hits Pumping Bomber and Last of the Dragons, 1, 2, 3. That took 3 times as long as it needed to. Shingo's at 6, Yujiro at 6. And that's it for Yujiro's G1. Thank fuck. Yoshihashi took on Will Ospreay, and she wants the D block of action as well. Good stuff. Very good stuff, actually. I really, really fucking enjoyed this match. Yeah, Yoshihashi isn't necessarily interesting, but he has turned in some good performances in this G1 and even in, previous matches this year and even last year. Again, I just don't find him interesting. Will Ospreay and Yoshihashi, they crafted a good match here. Because Yoshihashi had tape on his shoulder, Will just kept focusing on the shoulder, beating the shoulder down, targeting the bicep, hitting it on the apron, the hardest part of the ring. And Ospreay comes back, he hits a phenomenal forearm to the back of the head. And at one point, Yoshihashi does hit Karma. Oh my god, but just 2. And then we get near falls aplenty. We get some good action, some good big moves, but still just a 2 count. And then Hidden Blade, 1, 2, 3. So Ospreay at 6, Yoshihashi at 4. And then Jay White versus Taichi and B block of action, the main event, and Gato's there. And a number of minutes later, even though there was some good action, it's Jay White and I don't care, and that's it. That Blade Runner, and then another Blade Runner because it took Jay forever because Jay had been beaten down by Taichi. And Taichi has 4 points, Jay White has 10. Tama Tonga and Jay White are going to go to war on the last night of full block of action, and Tama Tonga is going to beat him to have the tiebreaker, and Jay White's going to be out. And then Tama Tonga is going to lose the title match. He'll have either on the September tour or the October tour. There you go. That's it. The Sunday show will probably be reviewed sometime that afternoon, if not the evening. We will see. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.